Alright everyone, I do apologize for missing a week of some battle replays. I know it's the only thing you guys come to see. It hurts. It hurts so much. But we do have an interesting one today. It is a 4v4. You can see some of the attackers here, but we are looking at the defender's perspective. It's been a while. This actually came from one of Joe's streams that I did end up missing. It is the map known as Megalodon. So it is a 3-tier map, with actually my favorite part of it is you can bring artillery up here and just shoot them if they try to hold back. Also bring some guerrilla troops with it so I can defend them. But, getting into this, we have... Who should we start with? There's a lot of Pergamon here, so we're going to start with Pergamon, the boy who brought the video in, Drunk Norwegian. He's got 4 Agema Spears, including his general, 4 picked Peltists. He's got 1 Galatian Spear, 5 Galatian Swords, and 3 Thoreos Spears. It's an interesting build. Picked Peltists are interesting. I normally don't see that with Pergamon, but everything else is fairly standard. Let's go next with Saba. This is brought to us by or the Dolphin Noise, one of the two. Can't figure out which. But he's got a Royal Marib Cavalry General, not even Cataphracts. How disappointing, disgusting. But he's got some Camel Lancers, a Desert Chariot, 1 Sabaean Archer, 3 Slingers, 1 Desert Levy, 7 Moscat Marauders, or Mercenary Moscat Marauders, they're technically mercenaries, and 4 Sabaean Swordsmen. I like the Moscats, to be honest. Though I prefer the Marib Spears. Next we have, let's go with the other green boys, Armenia, who was brought to us by Mr. Reaper King himself. Now Reaper King has 1 Royal Cataphracts General, so at least we have some Cataphracts here. He's also brought a Scorpion, which is interesting. Could be used quite effectively on this map. Let's see how he does. He's also got an Eastern Cataphracts, 1 Eastern Archer with 3 Eastern Slingers. Lots of Slingers in this one, especially from factions that can bring 150 archers. And then he's got, after those Slingers, 3 Hillmen, and then 7 Cartley Axemen. There's that Scorpion. Interesting spot. That could actually be quite useful. You aim it down a little that way, and you can aim there. Ooh, that might be fun. But finally, we have, last and certainly not least, the only one who brings a draw to my channel, Mr. Joe on it, playing as Aravaki. Now he's got a Noble Cavalry General. He's got a Cantabrian Cav, 2 Balearic Slingers, 2 Iberian Slingers, 3 Iberian Swords, 2 Noble Fighters, then 5 Scutari. I feel like these armies feel small to me. Maybe I'm crazy. On the attackers, we got 4 boys here. Let's go, I guess, left to right. So starting with Carthago, we've got KM Smith. Sounds like you can just put a Gmail on it and it's his email. Arverni is Stefan. Oh boy. Herskavogel. That's definitely how you say that. Gaty is by Chicken Grip. I hope he doesn't have a chicken grip. That'd be sad. And Seleucids brought Soktor Gaza 21. And that's Gaza with a Z. Gaza? Yeah, I don't know. Who knows at this point? Actually, I'm interested to see where this... Yeah, Eastern Archers, that's where that's hiding. But, well, without further ado, let's get this party started, this battle. I'm sure with a decent amount of cavalry, they wouldn't try anything like sallying out or anything. That would just be dumb. Alright, let's get this party started and let's see how they do on the Sinnerkeep map. Alrighty, getting this party started. Ugh! Let's see if we see anything fun initially. Yep. That's what I imagined would happen. They got them over here. Looks like, yeah, they're going to bring the cavalry. Probably try to keep them close to this forest as much as possible. They might try to kind of like aim to get across here into this forest and then try to get a little closer. Or they might just try to stay. Looks like the slingers were put there to prevent a sally out. Funnily enough, I think they noticed the gate opening because that Iberian cavalry has moved to the side. Yep, this is exactly what you want to do. So, I'll actually give some helpful tips outside of being just a dick. Like I normally am. I'll do that too. Don't want you to think I lost my brand or anything. But when you're aiming to aim for the walls, corner pieces are always going to be best. Because, just like breaking a corner piece with the tortoise, it does increase the gap. 1. 2, it's a lot easier to hit. If you break that and then you move to this one, you can do that. Another thing is, even though it's more, it's less accurate, utilizing Flaming Shot will give you more damage. But if I were them, I'd probably break this one. Maybe get that one as well. If not, maybe get the Gaty one to target this guy right here. They can do that and break there and there. That's a lot of good gaps. We do have the Camel Lancers out. Very cheap cavalry. But then again, so is the Iberian cavalry. Do we see the Carthage general? Because when I see the Carthage general, that's going to let me know who I want to win or lose. Because if it's a general's bodyguard, then obviously I want the defenders to win. If it's a noble cavalry, I'm going to want the attackers to win. Because that is how I base all my decisions. I just noticed something. I'm drinking some hot chocolate. It is very fucking cold today. 81. Is that tree growing out of the wall? Yes. Yes, it is. That is a very special tree. It has the power of a god mode. And clipping. And no clip, I should say. No one can break that tree. I guess the Seleucids don't want the ballista fire. To be honest, at this part, I would just start yeeting the shots right at that piece right there. Just to fuck with them. There we go, got 100. Now what you do is you aim at this one that's at 11%. Widen that out more so you can get more people in. And then Gaty might want to try to target down here. Or not, just... I mean, not a bad strategy as well. Just start eating shots in. He's already got 46 shots. Ooh, look at that. Eastern Cataphracts coming out. Ooh, Scutari. Ooh, you saucy boy. Yeah, having a bit of fun with that. Looks like they're getting off of their artillery. I would have moved a little more to the left, give it a better arc of fire. But hey, different strokes for different folks. Where's this unit going to? Oh, interesting. Oh, there's the Carthage general. Who do I want to win? The attackers or the defenders? I want the defenders to win. Alright. Hate the general's bodyguard. It is... Spend more to actually get a useful general, please, guys. It hurts me to see that that general's bodyguard. Because I've seen too many times where you've had an opportunity to actually turn the tide of battle with your cavalry. Charge into a unit, then watch it die, because it's a 40-man unit of very shitty cavalry. Compared to an 80 unit of shock cav. Alright, we got the other unit of cavalry out. Looks like the noble and the Cantabarian are still hiding. Cavalats are still sitting over there. Honestly, what I would probably do... No, I don't need this anymore. You go away, map. I said go away. Hit that Scutari. Ah, it's too late now. I would have hit that Scutari, then hit those spears, because those spears would not have survived very well. Could have hit that and done real damage. Oh shit, they got into the Peltists? Damn, they're crazy. Well, the issue is if he's smart and he's paying attention on the retreat. Yep, there it goes. 4 down there. Only 5 down. Ah, they're gonna get the shield wall in time. No, they're not. They took, nope, there's the shield wall. Let's see if they can do anything. Still got a decent amount of kills. Yeah, get out of there. Thorax coming in. Still at 80 men, still at 80 men. 79. Oof. Some men are still stuck. Keep running, keep running. Only lost one so far. That is actually 14 kills. You know what? Yep, they've lost more. 3 to 14. I don't know if that's good. Noble Cav is there. Ooh, Skitarii got in. God, I'm missing everything. And what did you just attempt? You madman. That Skitarii's been the most efficient thing so far. He's got 69 men. Ah, nice. Skitarii's been the most efficient out of everything, whether it's cavalry or infantry. But yeah, that Camel Lancer is fucked. Did he charge this? Yeah, he did. What are these? Libyan hoplites, Carthaginian hoplites. There's Levy Freeman there. Levy Freeman as a chevron. Yeah, we're getting into the fight. Desert Levy trying to hold off those Celtics. Yeah. If I were the Sabaeans, I would start getting in. There you go. That's a smart strategy. You just sneak a unit of like spears. Does he have axes? Yeah, I would have snuck in that noble with a few units of axes, and then just done some real damage. That unit is still holding. I want you to know that. Oh, I say that and he immediately dies. Oh no. I was waiting for him to charge again with those Camel Lancers. You know what he could probably get away with? Charging and hitting those Celtics. I mean, it's a suicide charge at that point, but there's no way they're winning. And now those Galax, I'm assuming, are about to get into rage and fuck him up. Yep. Alright, that unit's done. Yep, we have the Seleucid line preparing. How is artillery doing? 45 kills, that's nice. 15 kills, but you did break a wall. Oh no, the Desert Levy are gone. I'm shocked. Ooh. How to target where you know they're enemies. Noble swords, though. Losing, they're getting shot. Okay. They're at 100 kills. I mean, you say they're losing, but they're at 100 kills. Did see a little lag there, and the map is apparently fairly laggy. Oh, that unit's just getting screwed, those poor Eastern archers. Honestly, from this attack so far, the attackers have done, I think, everything well so far. They've established a beachhead, using archer supremacy to kind of dominate this fight. I think they should have had 1 or 2 more units with those, but now that Seleucid's coming in, I think it's just slightly too late for that. This would be a misplay if he actually sends his general in, I think. But yeah, he's got 200 kills, 70 men. I mean, that's get into the next unit, and I think that's still worth it. The one thing I'll say that I actually do like about Warhammer 3 is you can actually see gold value. I just see. Yep, a second wind. So now they're fresh. They're down to 47 men, which it does hurt, but I mean, let's see if he gets 230 kills. 230, yep, there it goes. Over here, Seleucid's doing some pretty good work with that Thorax. And forcing that Armenian Slinger away. Hit that Armenian Slinger. Oh my god. Yes, Hillman. It's that injured unit of Hillman. They're going to try to save this Slinger. That thorax is losing to Carly, that makes sense. Tari being forced away, though. Okay, those were Persian hoplites. I mean, they're doing a very good job of trying their best to contain, but the archers just have so much supremacy that it is dangerous. And they've got a very good job of boxing. I think... So far in this early game, I think the Seleucids have been fairly MVP. I think they were a little too slow on the push-in, but they had to prepare kind of this and this, which leaves them with a lot less infantry to play with. I'll see what you do with this. Because I don't think you should aim for the game. I think you should continue to support this and make this a breakout point, because it can be. It looks very close to becoming one. Especially if you get, like, Carthage's Libyan infantry into here. Oh my god, that was just a lot of fire. Poor boys. Aravaki, what are you doing? Interesting. Putting a bit of pressure over here, probably trying to, at this point, trying to separate forces around, force them to less commit onto that corner. Now it's thorax into the Eastern Slingers. Now they'll do more. They'll get more kills. Nice artillery fire still going in. 43 kills, 69, nice. Yep, look at that. A lot of Sabine Swordsman, another unit of defenders breaking. Over here, they're still holding a little stronger, but I mean, as this breaks, it becomes very much harder to hold. Yep, perfect.
Advance at speed.
I should probably just sit like this, probably, so we can see the cavalry in the background. Alright, you got the slingers hidden, but what are you hidden with the slingers? Because Libyans and Carthaginian hoplite, I mean, they're not the best. If I were them, I would probably try to filter a little more this way. So anger yourself here so you can hit those Gallics. Though those Gallics have been putting in a lot of work, there might not be many left. So Qatari dropping. This corner part is fallen. I would pull back out of there. Too much archer support. Unless you have units you can throw into the meat grinder. And to be perfectly honest, I don't think they do. I'm interested to see the manpower counts in this game. I don't know why, but I don't think the defenders brought too many men, it looks like. Are we getting a committing into the fight? Interesting.
Understood. Gotcha.
Now, I say all this, but remember, I do still want the defenders to win, just due to the nature of that general's bodyguard. Apparently this battle was very laggy. You can kind of see it when you go into the cinematic mode. Yeah, I mean, I assumed that's what was going to happen. The 41 kills, but yeah. I mean, look how many archers are there. Why would you take this fight? Unless you had a way to get into those archers. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 archers that were there. But speaking of it, if it was only 8 archers, they got away really nicely. 8 archers and a peltis. Now the axes are in.
As you command.
Muscat's not doing well. Gotta blitz this way and this way once it does.
Fire on the
Just interesting to see because there's just so much archer supremacy on the attackers. I am a bit worried. And they've been doing a very good job at containing a lot of the cavalry, the infantry that's kind of snuck out. Looks like the Cantembrarians snuck around. Noble's still sitting there, hoping that you'd forget about him. And my game crashed, so I will be back. Alright, sorry about that. Let's get back into this party. So, as I was saying, I believe the attackers have been doing very well at keeping everything contained while allowing themselves to press on their attack. You can see they're starting to definitely put a lot of effort, and the center of this corner has buckled quite heartily. What I would do, to be honest, at this point, get that mouse cut out. There's no reason to keep him there. That unit's dead. Don't bring any more units into this front, and get ready to defend at the next point. Because infantry-wise, they're not looking that healthy. Get these boys out. Get these boys... Maybe keep the Sabine Swordsmen in. Can you get those out? Yeah. Get the Sabine Swordsmen in to replace the Moscots. That should never have gone in. Everyone else needs to start pulling back. This is a lost front. Unless they can continue to reinforce the center, which they shouldn't try. This center is kind of lost. You should stop moving men in. Now, I say this with the benefit of hindsight and an omnipotent eye, because I know me and I get very aggressive, and to be honest, I probably would continue to commit. I'm telling you, the smart player would pull out at this point. Pull out of this corner. Not even move back to the second layer, maybe even move back to like areas like here, 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 and here. You know, like those 4 points here, or even 3 points, because you do have cavalry. Bring the cavalry back in. Anyone who tries to go down there, hit them with cavalry. Teach them a lesson. This is what I'm meaning, like, this is... I mean, they've sacrificed at least one other unit for this. Those Thoreos, I'm pretty sure did not have to commit in. Yep, these guys need to go in. Don't take that fight. You saw that Oathsworn there. Oh, I think I know what he might be doing. And if it is, then that is a very smart play. No, there's just too many men. There's a Celtic warrior now there. So what I was thinking is maybe you try to force the archer away. Then do that. To be honest, at this point, that's an Iberian sword. I think everything needs to go inside. Oh, those are just Iberian swords. But the thing about Iberian swords is, yeah, they're not the strongest. But what they're best at is they have 5 javelins. Even if you can't control them. They're still committing more men into this fight. This spot isn't bad. This corner spot, it's not a bad spot to hold. What you need, though, is the ability to shoot into the backs of the enemy, which they don't have. Yep, that unit's broken with 22 kills. I mean, those Celtics took like no damage. That was not worth it. The Dacians out of ammo, yeah, they're going to try to absorb some shots. Now, on the flip side, the attackers have used a lot of ammo. So it becomes a matter of holding the other points and trying to get into them. Why would you commit into this fight? You know it's a bait. You know they're just trying to bait you. Yep, there the shots come. Now they're going to pull back so they can get side shots in. Yeah. Yep, it's just it's a bait. Moscots are doing well. They're great units. I love Moscots, but... Yep, Archer's now in here. Forcing back those slingers. Get the cataphracts in with this. Just looking at how much they have. Like, I still see 3 units of thorax. Some Thorax, pikemen, and then royal peltasts.
Get out!
What I would do, yep, that's what they're doing. Yep. Kinda's trying to sneak. I'm assuming as they're trying to sneak a unit back here. Smart play. Looks like they're gonna still try and hold the center. Still tried and hold the corner, which in the end is gonna just end up becoming a losing fight. Yep. Those Sabine archers are now screwed. They're dead. Those archers were healthy. Now they're not. But see, this is what I mean. Since the fact that the defenders can't actually put any pressure on the attackers with ranged, it's going to lose them this fight in the center. They're going to lose far more than they can on their side. Genuinely, I think that they probably pull back to here, 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 and here. Not maybe just even there would have been more profitable. You didn't need to push in towers. I guess.
Kill, kill, kill!
Yep, those Ox Warriors are about to overwhelm those Cartleys. As you can see, Thorax are now just funneling themselves in. Yeah.
That's a double! To engage!
There's the Kentenbarian Cav. I thought it died. The best part is you could technically probably leave these infantry out here and then have the defenders here. Kind of prevent them from rotating around with all those towers, which they have. Axe Warriors at 114. Yep, that corner's gone. Bye-bye, Cartleys. Cartleys got some good kills, though. Never underestimate a good Cartley. Cartleys are very strong units. Look at that, they're managing to hold over there. What I would do is bring one of these noble swords in and kind of just cut through this. Yep, Chosen. The archers coming around, just kind of forcing them away. You gonna join that fight? Because that's the smart play. Yeah. There's more shots. What I need the archers to do is go there, then around. Skitarii are gonna try to outflank. That's fine. Oh no, these guys still have ammo. Oh, those slingers are gone. That cavalry's getting shot now. Strong play from them. But Saba's there. Yep. Skitarii got in. Oh, okay, that's excellent. That's going to cut these Syrians to pieces. Yep, they're already down to 70 men. Before getting caught. If it was Cataphracts instead of Marib Cavalry, that might have done a bit more. They got 7 kills. They've lost just as many men. Yeah. See, the issue is you can't get archer supremacy, so it's going to be very difficult for you to get anything in here. They lost 20 men for 16 kills. They did kind of force the archers back for a bit, so that is not bad. Cartley's winning against those Chosens. Don't get me wrong, these are some really nice plays from the defenders here as well. It's the benefit of watching a lot of these stream games is you get some good players on both sides, yeah. My prediction is this corner fight's a losing battle because the defenders can't consistently hold archer supremacy while the attackers can in a fight like this. And there is no cavalry component to this, which would normally affect 69. Oh, okay, the general is not in. Looked like the general was in for a second. I was like, God damn it. Yeah, they got the noble sword in.
Ready off it.
That was a perfectly... Just keep going. Get into those archers. Perfect. What I would do, honestly, with the general is I would have moved them more this way and hit into the side and then rotated. Put a little more pressure because this fight, they got 117 kills, don't get me wrong, that's great. That's not worth it in the end. That's not what they needed. Because they got 118 kills into more vulnerable targets.
To fight another day.
Might very well be the archers. Yeah, a lot of these archers look like they still got ammo.
Understood.
Which is where that side shot would have hit with the general. And then rotate in. And you would have forced them to commit. They wouldn't have gotten enough men. But it's hard to break into this cluster. I think they should just fully pull back on that. What are you doing with the chariots? Do not move those chariots in there, please, for the love of God, do not.
At speed.
They lost a chariot for no reason. They knew it was a bad idea. You had to know that was a bad idea. They lost a chariot and they probably lost some armor, so they're going to die to the next shot even worse. That was a waste. That was not worth it in the slightest. Not even to waste ammunition. Our range kit is pretty much needed.
As you command.
If that's what you want to do with these, yeah, those guys are going to die now. I'm surprised that they committed so hard into this corner. Oh, nice. Can they actually hit those Balearics? Oh my god. If you can take out those Balearics, that's more dangerous than anything. Oathsworn versus Noblesworn. They got an Oathsworn in that fight? God damn. Not even or. They're both together. They killed it under 100 men, which is really good.
On my order. Withdraw.
Those Balearics have lost about a third of their men. Noble swords in. Yep, there goes those Iberian slingers. God. Yep. I mean, the curse continues. They can't get the firepower there. So all they're doing is hurting themselves by continuing to stay there. I think they've already lost too many archers to this. Lost a third of a Balearic Singer. They're about to lose an Iberian Singer. Saw them lose at least 2 others. It was not worth it. Oh my gosh, they're able to get into the Balearics again. You gotta be kidding me. Another unit of Balearics. This one's just a separate unit of Balearics. Oh my god.
Into square!
Thank you for pulling it out away. It's interesting to see, but 3 of the 4 generals are literally just sitting outside for the defenders. The Gimas are pretty much the last line of resistance. We do have that one Cartley there. And we got a Noble Fighter, and nice. Alright, what else do we got? Looks like the Canterbury Cav's about to go out and round again. Let's see, how much time? I mean, this is literally just a cleanup of here. Let's see if we can get some good amounts of kills. Noble Fighter's doing some pretty decent stuff. That's an Agima Spear that was actually just wasted. Damn. I thought that was just a Thraos, but it's an actual Agima. Bit crazier. The antis for sure. We're just waiting for Mop-Up to finish. Ooh, is that Scorpion started firing? I hope it has, yes. Okay, it's been opening up. It's at 71 kills already. Yeah, those Agimas and those Nobles are literally the two only sources of resistance here. Yep, Carthage is doing the smart thing and just ignoring that fight in the corner and just moving his men up. I'm just watching that line. Oh, this fight's still going, and they're like, no, we're good. We got units over there, we're fine. Noble Fighters had a lot of kills. Those Noble Swords had a lot too. That was just pretty much a waste on their part. New common formation of looks like the Thraos Spears. The Agimas are finally going down, meaning the Noble Fighters are going to be the last thing for a little bit.
Back, withdraw!
Even them, they're down to 31 men. Good flanking maneuver with the Thraos. I don't know if you needed it. Yeah, you did it. get that gate under control, kind of limit where they can come back from. Let's see. The general's going back. There's the Canterbury Cav. Almost like they were never there. Alrighty. I'm definitely back, and I did not spend any time sleeping. I promise. I definitely don't mind the cuts. The cuts don't exist. But back into this, now all rested, even though I didn't sleep. We do have an interesting setup here. He's hiding some nobles and Iberians in this corner. Trying to hope to get a little sneaky flank. This Thoreos is coming out, which is dangerous. It was fine there. It could get dangerous a bit later because you kind of need every unit for defense looking at what they've got left. Perfectly honest. They don't have the people is the biggest issue. Which can be very dangerous. And to be honest, just looking at Carthage's infantry, they have a decent amount of boys left. So I am a bit worried about the defenders, because I do want them to win. Why are you posted up so far, Thoreos? Yeah, I see, like, what, one... Those are Sammonites, too. God damn, those are healthy Sammonites. That's not a healthy Sammonite, but that's Libyan infantry that's still healthy. It's another healthy Libyan. That's worthless. Yeah, so 2.5 Sammonites, healthy Libyan. Dude, that Gallic's almost full. Those Iberians are kind of caught out. Guess he's trying to be cheeky with those Iberian Cav. Yeah, he's going to try to get that rear charge, so he's probably going to have that. What I would do is just target the Celtics and aim for the... get the attack off. Just push in, see if you can get that Iberian... Yeah, there you go. Force the Iberian cavalry away. Force these guys into a fight. I would, to be honest, like just post up right here, keep the tower neutralized so you can get those slingshots down onto the side so perfectly. I wouldn't actually stay this far back because that's going to make the slingers a little bit bad. You do have the Pick Peltis there. Yeah, there they go. Now he's moving up. Try to make sure that stays neutralized as well as getting that through. Archers back up. Honestly, I don't know how much ammo they have left. I know they're taking shots and those guys are out. That's not bad with the Thoreos. He's still in a pretty decent position that he can just do that.
Advance!
It's just going to get more and more dangerous as time goes on to kind of keep this position. Yeah, you see that one's done. And now what? Is he going to engage the spears now? Yeah, no, he's going to have to pull back. Because now that these Sammonites are posting up, it's going to be dangerous for him. Still pelt... not really too healthy of a unit, half strength. Pretty healthy Thorax Pikeman. Seleucid's pretty much out from what I'm looking at. So, Averni's got some bad boys. That's a half-strength Oathsworn. That's a pretty much full Oathsworn. That's a full Oathsworn. So, 2.5 Oathsworn, which is still... Full Chosen Sword. What is this? I mean, 160 on a Noble Sword. 160 on a... Oh, God. Yeah, there is some... Almost full on a Oathsworn. Cavalry over here. I mean, just hit these units, break them. Get those free. Oh my gosh. So many healthy Noble Swords. Not actually bad with the Thoreos. This one still has... Yep, and he still has Thoreos. Just throw... Yep, they're just getting around the... that. Those mascots came out... I think it was a pretty depleted unit of mascots. But like, quality-wise, what? We got a Noble Fighter here. Saba's got nothing super elite, except for those chariots left. And that's not even elite, that's just could do a lot of damage. I'll be honest. What I'm looking at quality-wise, I can't see the defenders winning. I still want them to win. That's still a pretty healthy Royal Cataphracts. Honestly, if they maneuver cavalry well, they could win. They have pretty good positioning. All they have to do is hold those positions and get some shots in. Really, that's the only way they're going to win. They're not going to win on the infantry fight. That Baleric's in a great position. Holy shit. Where are you targeting into? Yeah. Just killing units. That is actually really good. Because I don't know how many archers are still healthy. That one still has 0 kills. 82, 83. They still have ammo. So yeah, they're being forced to keep them back. Because now, in this position, the archers are a lot less effective. And a lot of them are lower on ammo. That one's actually looks like it's out. Those have ammo. Those have ammo. Those guys in the middle are out. Yeah, Seleucid's pretty much out of ammo. Which is really good for the defenders, because now they're very limited on ammo. Benefit of conserving that ammo there. But the downside of conserving that ammo is, they might be in a bit of a pickle. What else are we getting? Ooh, interesting strategy. Libyan infantry getting in. Iberians are going to surround. They're losing some men. Because, see, Iberians actually have a pretty good weapon damage and attack. So if they're getting attacked in the rear, those Libyans actually might drop. Yes, they have to break this unit. Libyans. I wouldn't have pulled them back. At this point, you just lead them in. Let them get as many kills as possible. Because those Libyans are going to turn that around. Yeah, see, they're losing a lot less men. They haven't really lost many men. Yep. Because that was going to happen either way. Nobles coming in, that's good. That actually might be. Go left. Literally cut left with your cavalry. Right now. Cut left with that cavalry. Do not push left right now. Look at all of this. All of this, please, Saba. If Saba hits this here, I change my tune completely. Saba hits this, defenders have a real chance, but it doesn't look like he is going to do that. It looks like he's about to screw himself out over. Because this right here is the perfect opportunity. This is what you hope for. You're going to lose your general on this. You would have lost your general 100%, but you would have killed so many. You could have got probably 2 at minimum archers dead. I would have put it closer to 3 to 4. Yeah, look, they're pretty much even on kills now. Or mana now. But it's over now. His archers are safe. They are set. He just missed I would say, the best chance they had at winning this game. Cantabarian's kind of sneaking around, getting into there. Looks like Noble Cav are going to get ready to hit. What happened to that Royal Cataphracts? They're down to 37 men. I bet you they got... Let me check something. Oh, what happened to the Cataphracts? Did they all die here? But I don't see any horses. Where did these horses die? Oh, you know what he did? Yep, there's the Cataphracts. He charged over there. Just fucked himself over. Alright, get them out. The pikes are turning around. You did a great job with those. Get those boys out. But yeah. Saba, in my opinion, that moment will have lost the defenders the game. Saba not charging them with this general. He was too cautious with this general, and he just lost everything. He would have slaughtered the archers there. It's heavy melee. They might not have gotten initially on the charge, but what they would have gotten it on is by far just staying in that combat, just keep pushing in. They would have cut down like it was nobody's business. like, I've done a game like that where I've gone into archers. A shock cavalry that probably would have got 100, 200 kills ended up with like 700 kills. It was insane, or 600 kills. It was insane. But melee cav, I mean, look at that, 52 melee attack, 29 weapon damage isn't actually important because archers don't have a lot of health. What matters is that melee attack. What matters is that charge bonus, 42 charge bonus. Yeah, no, he could have won it, but to be honest, that screwed them up real hard. I would say more than challenging that corner right there, which was a losing fight, this bloodshed right here, it lost them a lot of units. That not charging into those, I think it was like 6 to 8 archers, lost them that fight, because now all these archers, yep, noble fighters are going to lose now. They're done. Just lost a unit of noble fighters, which is one of their keys in actually killing a lot. And now they can't actually continue to maintain their supremacy on this corner, which they had, which was winning them this corner. Now they've lost this corner. Guess what? They got a Threo Spear right here. That's all they can afford. This isn't holding very well. But this could hold long enough for the archers to kill. Like, the archers are doing great. The noble cavalry, killing it. Cantabrian Cav, killing it. See, that's what you want to do. Get there. Yep. This is perfect. This is exactly what you want. But that's not going to matter because all of these archers are still alive and they're going to just isolate and eliminate. Because now they have archer supremacy again. I'm harping on this a lot because that is what this game really comes down to. At least in this battle. It doesn't always happen. Mass sallyouts happen. Sometimes infantry win the day. But in this game, from what I've seen so far, and what I'm continuing to see based on these armies left, archer supremacy has carried this game completely for the attackers. And guess what? When the defenders had range superiority, because they have slingers and not archers, when they had range superiority, they were holding this position, they were winning. That's why they did so well here. That ranged superiority. Cantabrian kills got 50 more kills. That unit was basically dead. And they've broken a bunch. That's what I'm saying. Like, that Cantabrian Cav was worse than that Moscat Cavalry. That Moscat Cavalry would have won them the game. Oh, it wouldn't have won them the game. It would have made it far easier for them to win. I guess I shouldn't count them out now, because they did very well on this side where they had the archer supremacy because the archers were focusing here. I can't see them winning. There's only one part that would let me see them winning, and I think they've already used it. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. I see it in there. I missed the chariot charge. But the fact that they're already dead, I doubt they got too crazy of kills. Those desert chariots looks like they went through here. With the archers they had, there's no way they would have done amazing. And by amazing, I mean over 200 kills. Probably could have got into 200 kills, but that's as high as I'm seeing. Noble Cav, yep. Now look at that. They're getting shot. That Marib Cavalry is going to die because they're just getting shot. Yep. Nope. That is it here. If Saba was still in the game at this point, he screwed the defenders up real hard. Because holding that archer supremacy would have let them hold these positions, kept that noble fighter in, and allowed them to continue to rain down fire. It then allowed them to turn this and fire like that. Or even just turn like this and fire at these guys. Would have. But the attackers have the archer supremacy again. All these slingers that have so much ammo are going to die. There's nothing they can do about it. Cavalry's pretty much used up at this point. 8 here, 33 there, 28 there. They're not going to be enough to make an impact. 3 kills on their half strength. I didn't expect anything from them. But kudos to the attackers. I think they did a great job with their archers. One misplay that could have been exploited was not. And I think that's what's going to win them the game. It's what I like to always try to point out with these games. Is one misplay could make or break a game. Imagine if 6 of those archers got hit. Even if all 6 didn't die. 2 to 4 of them would have. But 2 to 4 of them being hit like that, getting damaged, causing the attackers to panic, micro around, allows the other defenders who aren't microing the cavalry, now they can exploit it. Or the noble cavalry and Cantabrian, which were kind of circling around the other side. They start running these guys this way and the infantry this way. Well, there's now another gap to exploit. It's how sally outs work a lot of the time, is you exploit the panic and the aggressive plays that they're going to have to do. Yeah, there's not enough infantry anywhere. I'm going to rant for the next few minutes because, honestly, I mean, what? 1 Kartli Axeman, 1 Agima Spear, second half strength. There's no winning. Defenders are out. It's just a game. It's now just playing the game. But that's a lot of the times how those games work. There's a misplay that happens, or someone counters something really well, or builds for something really well. It's why the tribal spam is so effective, to be honest. 13 heavily armored infantry allows you to compensate for a lot of mistakes. It does. It just does. It's why I like building the armies of glass cannons as I can, because if you play them right, you kind of just roll and continue to roll and roll. It's also why guerrillas are so good. Because you take... fuck, this Cataphrax is just dying. That is sad to see. Yep, look at that. The archers are still continuing to fire. And these guys can't really challenge them. I think these slingers are out of ammo. Yeah, they're out of ammo. But yeah, this is what I'm talking about. See? All this. This battle was won by archers. Amazing job with the archers for these guys. If these silenced at least half of them, which he easily could have with that 1 cavalry charge, would have been a different ballgame. Because the defenders would have been able to maintain the archer advantage here instead of the other way around. Seleucid was out of archers. That was pretty much almost all of their available archers left. Right there. And that's where I come into talking like, that's how it goes. That's what gave the that's what gave the attackers an advantage, is they had archers and were able to arc shot still. The slingers were very effective here and would have been very effective countering those archers or countering that, but they couldn't put as much pressure. So eliminating those archers would have even the odds, even turned it into their favor. 6 minutes left. 6 minutes left and I can continue to rant. Is this... Fuck me, man. Like, what do you do against this? And the reason I'm kind of hitting so hard is every unit had a bit of cavalry. Everyone did. But for Armenia, it was a big deal. I mean, 2 Cataphracts is always going to be big. He had a decent amount of Kartli, which were good units, don't get me wrong. But you had a lot more maneuverability on the defenders than the attackers. The attackers had a general's bodyguard and Iberian cavalry. So when that happens there, that push down onto all those archers and they start rushing them away and the infantry starts moving up, when you can get those cavalry out there, my opinion at that point, you just continue to pursue and you get the Iberian and the Armenian cavalry that's there to exploit, hit those archers, hit that infantry, because now there's not as much infantry sitting in this spot just waiting who can throw Thraeos. They're chasing the Marib. Now that Armenian can hit the center, break that, now the chariots break through. It's over. You just roll the center, and from that roll in the center, now you can kind of corner them into that little bit here. That little bit, like right where the Iberians were holding. Now you can fire down there, concentrate. Cavalry can sit behind them. Now they can't really move. Now they're stuck. Now they're contained. Now that each shot's going to do more damage because there's more infantry. I'm sorry, I should be watching this last stand, I guess. You know, as an honorable last stand. But that's really what's happening. What's happening there? These Kartlis are still holding. Holy shit. I thought these guys were dead ages ago. They're getting rear charged by archers now. These archers, 117. I'm looking forward to seeing how these archers did. The attackers' archers, I imagine,
mostly did good or still have ammo left. I can't imagine any of them doing too horribly bad. 234, holy shit. That Moscot, I mean, that's killing it. Moscots are a scary unit of Axis. But they're not an O sword or a noble sword. Yeah, you're just going to charge. Because that's what you want to do with these guys, is you want to just charge. 36 charge bonus, and you get frenzy charge. Hey look, the General's Bodyguard getting some kills. They've lost 7 more men for like 10 more kills. Worthless. If that was a noble cavalry charge, then that unit would be dead. But, you know, I'm done harping on it. I think I made my point. That Moscot that was the moment, more than anything that would have turned the tide in either way of the fight. The fact that he didn't advance meant the archers lived. It meant, you saw it, after those archers got secured, they started firing, and the defender's advantage with the ranged disappeared. All their ranged was dead, or forced away. And now the infantry was losing their fights. See? I have played the game for a little while, so I do at least know a bit of what I'm talking about. And I want to make it so you understand. Not because I'm like, hey, I'm better than you and I know. It's just my experiences, I try to get to help yours. Because I think that's what's important to make more fun games. I don't want a game where I'm fighting 13 tribals, because I can... Even if I play Numidia or if I play Lusitania, I'll kick its ass all day, every day. Of just 13 tribal warriors. But if I play Numidia, it's just not going to be a fun fight. I can win. I outflank, I outmaneuver, done. But it's just a boring game. I want armies that are well made, well kind of compositioned, and people who know what they're doing. Because for a good player, a well-made army is very different from a noob's well-made army. A noob's well-made army better have at least 12 legionnaires on it, because I don't trust him to have anything else. But a well-made army from a good player, one who looks at it, takes advantage of them. By the way, that might have been a mistake to charge into there, but there's only one way to know. It might have looked like a mistake to him at the time, but it lost him the game. I've taken charges, or I've gone in on a fight which looked good to me and fucked me over, and fucked the defense over, or the attack. But I'm fairly aggressive, and you have to sometimes use that aggression to turn it into your favor. You would have lost that general. That Marib cavalry would have died right then, right there. And a lot of people are too scared to use their general. I like to say, a good victory is one where your general's not involved. Because I'm a dick like that. But I also don't have a lot of my punching power with my general, unless it's a special occasion. But I'll use him a lot. And one of the big things I always notice from players is, especially when that's their only unit of cavalry, they're too scared to use them, and they miss opportunities that could change the game super into their favor, even if it means their general's dead. His general's dead anyways, I'm pretty sure. I mean, I can take a look. I mean, it's going to tell me army losses, but there's 28 of them left. If it's not dead, he's very lucky. But you have to be... If you see an opportunity, I'll say this, even if you're a newer player, you see an opportunity, take it. In time, you'll learn what's a good opportunity and a bad opportunity. Take any opportunity you see that could turn the tide of the battle. Be incredibly aggressive initially. And then once you get better at the game, you'll know which advantages are better to take, which ones aren't. It's that simple. I still find myself overly aggressive sometimes. I can get in a mood. It's why I can only play like 2 or 3 games at a time, because I'll get in a mood where I'm like, you know what, I'm 4 games in, I want to go wild, because that's how I am. I just want, the adrenaline's pumping, I'm an aggressive player, I kind of just want to go all in and just yeet. There we go. It's gone through. Costly victory for the attackers. I didn't want them to win because of that General's Bodyguard, but hey, that's what happens. And don't get me wrong, Saba did well. And it's not a knock on Saba. It's not a knock on E. He did incredibly well this game. There was just that one moment, because it happens in every game. You'll find it if you're ever viewing replays, that there's this single moment that defines battle more than anything else. That on a battle that they're losing, if it does well, you'll see the tides just completely turn. 3 or 4 units break. Now they're in a panic. Now they're panicking. Now they're starting to make mistakes. Or it doesn't happen, and they're able to just, set up how they want. And now the attackers are going to be pain to get out, or the defenders. It's why I like cavalry so much, because they let you exploit opportunities when you see them. But enough of my rants. If you want me to rant more, let me know in the comments. I'll make a fucking video of me ranting about the best things to do from probably grab a live replay and argue over it or something like that. But Aravaki, played by Mr. Onit here, went 84 on his Noble Cavalry, 196 on his Canterbury, and that's great. 105 on those Balearics. 100 on that Iberian, not bad, not bad. 257 on that Noble. That one got shot down. That was unfortunate. Scutari, 134, 175, 124, 103. All good. Drunk Norwegian here, 2,000 kills. 177 on his Gen, that Agema. Let's see, those pick Peltis, man. You know what? I was skeptical of the pick Peltis pick, but you know what? Get it, pick Peltis pick? But no. You know what? He did a wonderful job. 149, 238, 295, and 187. And I'll tell you this, half of those probably came in melee combat, which is definitely worth it. 136, 105 for more Agemas. Let's see, anything super crazy on the Galatians? Nah. Threos, 134, 159. Yep, pretty standard for a Pergamon build, except for those Peltis. I love those. You know what? Fucking kudos to Drunk Norwegian. When it comes to Saba, 146 on those other chariots. Told you, they got under 200 kills. They went down the middle. They probably got fired on by archers and fired on by javelins. Really bad spot to use them. If you want to know a good spot in Airkeep map to use chariots, it's while you're retreating as the defenders to the second layer, because the infantry is going to move up for the attackers in different intervals. So you start cycling through those and force them back and get more of your men through. Let's see, 155, 170 for those slingers, so that's good. Moscot's 308, 109, 214, 122, 122, 234. I mean, only one didn't get 100, but they're amazing units. And then not only that, but Sabine swords. So Sabine swords are good units. They just have low morale, so don't let them get flanked. 176, 224. Yeah. Reaper King here, Armenia. I mean, poor general. 122 for those Eastern Scorpions. I mean, holy shit. You didn't see them much, and you never see Scorpions. And that's what... You never see them when they're on the field. You never see them shooting, but you'll just look over and be like, oh, they're at 0 kills. Why are they at 100 kills now? What have they been shooting? Oh, my men. Because of the body piercing they have. 120 on those cataphracts. 101 on those slingers. Most of them got shot down. It's unfortunate. Let's see these Carly. 130, 149, 101, 214, 131, 144, and 177. Literally the lowest one was over 100 kills. But let's go look at Gaty. Decent build. That's not how I normally build it, but looks like he's got those 5 noble swords. So 237, 158, 207, 163. Only the general, not doing too super crazy. 70 kills on a giant ballista. No, it was Carthage who broke it. So, you know what? No kudos to that set Jill Ballista. 144 there, 144. Yeah, look at these archers. 144, 144, 131, 192. Axe Warriors, 130, 155, 185. Crazy. Let's look at Arverni. Arverni, 292 on that Oathsworn. Was it Carthage? No, it was Arverni. So 48 kills, but he also broke a wall. 166, 127, 150, 234. I mean, it's what you want to see out of archers. Right now, 2 of those archers, 500 there. Let's go. Let's be generous. 600 there. 500 there. So 1,100 kills on archers right now. Half the army's through. 1,100 kills. 192, 205 on those Chosens, I mean. 292 on that Oathsworn. 352, 470. 478. God damn it. 108 for those Celtics. 114 and for those Celtics. These are kills you'd love to see. All day, every day. Let's see KM Smith. 105. 94, almost there, 151. So what, 300 more kills? So now we're at 1,400 kills with just archers alone. They have 6,000. They've killed a sixth of their army right now with just 3 armies on archers. 113, 254 on those Carthaginian hoplites. I love these boys. I normally, though, bring late Libyans. Really good holding for us, really cheap. 124, 114 on those mercenary Samnites. 169 on that Libyan. 147, 138. Yeah. Let's see Seleucid. Seleucid, 144, 157. 200 kills there. Maybe 300. So we're at 1,600. 1,900. So somewhere between 1,900 and 2,000. So that's almost a whole army killed with archers. So, you know, Seleucid fired first. Whatever. I saw that. I don't think he fired well compared to... I think Averni did an amazing job with his archers. Gati did. Carthage did. And to be honest, Seleucid did in his own right. He actually managed to break a lot of that early game with those shots. Nothing too crazy kill-wise, but Thorax got 118 there, 106, 161 on those Thorax. Good game overall. All good players. And you'll see it. You know what? There's actually games where you'll see, like, hey, you know what? It was just a stomp. There's nothing the attackers could have done to win the fight, or there's nothing the defenders would do. Most games you see are like this, and it usually comes down to a moment. And the moment wasn't exploited. It happens. It might have been the wrong decision. He might have thought it to be the wrong decision because he's a good player. And he did an amazing job on his own. So, you know what? My rant's done. Kudos to all the players on there, especially E. I'm sorry for shitting on you a little bit at the end. And then turning that into a segue. But I'll be signing off now. You all have a good game. I'm about to play a shit ton of Stellaris.